Hi guys, I thought I'd go ahead and make a video a few days prior to Wednesday because my Wednesday is going to be insane. Anyway, I've been thinking about what I wanted to talk to y'all about next time. So it's next time. And I want to talk to you about a little thing called socialization. Homeschoolers hear it all the time. You say that you are homeschooling your children, and God knows who, they happen all the time. You'll be at church and you'll say, oh yeah, homeschool, or you'll be in a grocery store and, oh yeah, homeschool, or why aren't your kids in school? Well, I homeschool, or, family reunion. Hey, what do you do? Well, I homeschool. They always say, wow, that's awesome. What about socialization? Well, I try to remember because it does get tiring. Um, that's really one of the first questions I ask too. So I try to keep my answers gentle. I try to be patient, and I try to answer short. Guys. But for you, we can talk about socialization because really it is important. I mean, we as parents, we want to make sure that we are instilling in our children socially acceptable behavior. You might have a child at home that has some developmental delays, has autism, and so socialization is actually a very important topic because parents with special needs children or children who struggle socially, it is important. Or, maybe you're just concerned about your child's friends, their social circle. It's important. So it's worthy of some time spent on talking about it and thinking about it. Outside of the people who are just being nosy and trying to get into your business or trying to find something negative to say about with homeschooling. So let's go ahead and talk about it. I went ahead and looked on dictionary.com to see what they said the definition of socialism is, and I was actually kind of impressed. I never thought it. Yeah, okay. It is a noun, and it says a continuing process whereby an individual acquires a personal identity and learns the norms, values, behavior, and social skills appropriate to his or her social position. Cool, huh? The act or process of making socialistic. Sounds kind of heady, doesn't it? Kind of big wordy? Yeah. So let's think about this, homeschoolers. What you're doing with your children at home is you are teaching them their personal identity. You're helping them to learn social norms, values, morals, behavior that is appropriate for their social position. So, say you live, I don't know, in a farm or in the woods. It might be socially acceptable in the farm, because it was when I was growing up, to go pee in the woods. But if you're living in a city, not so much. Can't just go whittle on any tree, right? No. So one location really is different from another. Some things that you can say in public, and some things are just not. My little girl, when she was 4, it was really cute when she would say, that person really stinks. They smell bad. Now, that was cute at 4, but it's not so cute at 13, now is it? So we have to also help our children know what is appropriate to say at different ages and stages of their lives. Now, some kids, this is a natural thing. It happens as they grow. They almost develop it by osmosis. And other kids, well, it's just not as natural. I mean, sometimes they just don't get it, which reminds me of a story. You see, Cecily, my oldest, she is very clear cut in how she sees things. And when she was about 8, all right, my husband took her to a grocery store, and he bought some groceries with her, and she was going with him and enjoying having some daddy-daughter time. And then they went to the checkout, and the cashier, well, she had facial hair and chest hair. And Cecily commented on it rather loudly. "Daddy! That lady has hair!" My husband is like, "Stop that." And he's trying to shush her, trying to keep it all down. This is not really my kid, neighbor kid. But she's like, "Daddy," pulling at his arm. It's like, "Really? She has chest hair." So my husband, he dealt with that. He survived it, and I'm glad that he got to enjoy some of it. And he took her outside, and he told her, it's like, "You know what? You really could have hurt that woman's feelings. So that's not acceptable." And we really had to tell her and teach her that some things that you see, especially if it's about somebody else. I mean, what if they have a big zit on their nose? We see it. We see it. We don't need to comment on it, right? If a person stinks, we smell it. Really? Yeah. And we just kind of like, yeah, we don't need to comment on it. It's not something that is socially acceptable. So that took a little bit for her to understand that, because she didn't put it together in her head. See, when you're a child and you have maybe some autism, social interactions are really like a puzzle that doesn't make much sense. I mean, it was true. The woman had facial hair and chest hair. She was, she just had hair. So why not talk about it? But we had to show her and teach her that these things are not socially acceptable. So socialism, that's a whole other topic now, isn't it? Socialization is rather important. Now, how do we talk to other people when they're asking about homeschooling and socialization? How much time do you want to invest in that person? Are they important to you? If not, sometimes I'm just a little, well, gee, we got out of the cave today and we're just enjoying daylight. But if it's a family member, somebody who might have a little bit more investment in your child and you, or maybe they really are interested in homeschooling, you can spend some more time with them. But understand exactly what you're doing with your child when you are out and about, or when you are with them at home. The kind of socialization that you are giving them at home is of more value than they would get at the public school. Thanks, guys. Take care.